Where you at, Berto?
This oozer's life is in serious trouble. Clavicular. How do you say this? I don't know. This guy's been making his rounds on the internet. He's pretty much a Looksmaxing guy, but it's sick because the lengths that he's going to do this Looksmaxing thing are insane. I heard that he's even taking, like, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but we're talking about, if y'all ever watched goddamn Snowfall, Breaking Bad, that Walter White. Yeah, he takes that to enhance his looks. I don't know what benefits that has for your looks, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is crazy. It's crazy. I think I even heard I heard him say that he doesn't care about living long. He only cares about maximizing his physique and his outward appearance. Pretty much the living definition, here for a good time, not a long time. Let's get right into it and see what's going on, man. People, what is going on, bro? What is this?
Start taking NT2. What's NT2?
NT2, it gets you really tan. It's a peptide.
It's like a supplement?
You gotta inject it.
It's just to get tan?
Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy. No way you're doing that. How many things do you inject yourself with?
Probably like 3 per day.
Wow, like what?
Testosterone, HGH.
So we got another new asshole to talk about today. This new kid on the block, he calls himself Clavicular. And I'm thinking, what kind of name is that? It sounds like a science project. But when I tell you what this asshole's doing to himself, you're gonna think the same thing. Now there's a new trend that's going viral with the young kids on the internet right now, and it's called Looksmaxing, where these assholes try to improve their looks through dangerous ways like drugs, surgeries, experiment.
What in the whoa? What's going on here?
Even makeup, women's makeup, and all of this to make themselves better looking, to pick up women. I'm not fucking kidding you. And this kid, Clavicular, he's the king of it.
If you're tired of being invisible to women, tired of getting rejected, and tired of watching other guys who won the genetic lottery take what's yours, then pay attention. Because what I'm about to show you will completely transform your face and physique in ways that you didn't even think were possible.
But at what cost, gang? At what cost?
He's even teaching other kids by selling programs how to do this shit to themselves too. Wait until I show you this shit and what this asshole's doing.
Who is
Was there a
this guy?
specific moment that you remember where you were
funny.
like, yeah, I'm just gonna hop on testosterone, like when you're 14?
14, gang? No. What are we doing here? I'm almost getting scared if I can even show this to y'all on this channel, bro. YouTube has been on my ass lately for things that I feel like just aren't fair. But 14, you want to take testosterone. Where's his parents? Where are his parents? So, when I see stuff like this, the only place I go to is the parents. Where are the parents? How are you allowing this to happen? I don't have kids, but why are we negotiating with children? You are their parents. You say no. No means no. They want to cry about it? Well, whoop they do. Tell them to go sit down and read a book.
Really taking a look at, what was possible and in terms of time frame. I wanted to get to my goals as quickly as possible, right? Because I always thought the idea of, telling people you work out and talking about all this stuff, but you're not big, to be just kind of ridiculous. It's like, dude, what are you actually getting after? So I was like, I'm gonna get my physique going as quickly as possible. I do not care about side effects. I don't care about any implications of, oh, this guy's using drugs. Like, none of that shit really fazed me. So I just wanted to, get to my goals as efficient.
You know what's interesting about this guy? He's very well spoken. You know what I'm saying? He articulates himself very well. Surface minus all the crazy stuff. The bro is smart. Why did you do this? Why? I'm sure there was a million ways you could have naturally, and not even sure, I know there's a million ways because I feel like I've done it for myself. There's natural ways where you can improve your body and, everything that you would want to, but I guess he said it, bro. He wanted instant gratification, overnight success, and I guess, okay, you got it, but at what cost, bro? You cutting your lifespan in half doing all this bullshit, bro. At what cost, gang? Said he was making these decisions at 14. So I don't care what you're saying. what you're saying don't make sense. What you're saying don't make sense. That's literally the equivalent of a fucking kid coming up to you saying, hey, I want to fly. I want to fly. Guess what? Guess what, Buster? You don't got wings. You can't fly. And that's why I said, where are the parents? Because that is their job. No.
As possible.
So all of a sudden, I see this kid popping up everywhere. You know, I didn't know who he was a month ago. Most of us didn't, right? But now you see him everywhere. And you see him on the biggest streams in the world with Aiden Ross, Neon, that little bitch, Jack the Shithead Epstein, Sneeko, fitness influencers.
Why'd Neon get the B?
Influencers like Alex Eubank and many more. This kid is everywhere. So I'm thinking to myself, what did this asshole do to join that club and get a head start with that crazy clout? And then I was thinking, I was like, you know what? I don't want to know whose dicks he's sucking for that clout, but he's doing something. Then I said, you know what?
This guy's funny, bro. What character is he playing? Is this glued onto his face?
Yo, real quick, if you like making money, I need you to watch this part of the video. If you don't like making money, then go ahead and skip it, but that really should be none of y'all. I know you guys have been seeing me promote this new app called Free Cash, and the big talk of the town is
this a scam, Berto? What is this?
Well, look at this guy and this guy. All people from our community that are making money through the Free Cash app. The link is in the description. Even one person from my boy Astro Dior's community made $1,000 using the Free Cash app. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, you can make free money while playing games on your phone. But let me break this down in a very clear way for you guys so you know exactly what's going on. When you sign up for Free Cash using the link in my description, once you're in, you're gonna see a list of games pop up. You download them, you play them, you beat the levels, get to the certain requirements that they tell you to hit. And once you get there, you're gonna get some credits sent to your account. Every single time you hit the requirements, you get paid real money. And they make the process so easy that you can cash out that money into your PayPal or even gift cards. And yes, it is completely free to use. Now, there are some options where you can spend a little cheese to get through the level faster, but you don't need to do that. The reason why this is even possible is because these games are trying to get new players onto their platform. So they pay free cash to pay you to get people to play the game. Now, I know I showed you a crazy example of somebody making up to $1,000, which it's possible, but realistically, it might take some time. This is just an easy way you can make an extra 10, maybe 20 bucks, just doing something that you guys probably do for free anyway. So if you're gonna be bullshitting on your phone playing games, why not get paid? So if you've been on the fence, this is your sign. Click the link in my description and try out a few games. And when you make your money, take a screenshot and send it to me, bro, because I want to see y'all make that cheese. Because if I'm winning, I want to make sure y'all winning too. I love y'all. Y'all know what to do. Link in the description, and you're gonna get a $5 bonus using my shit. Now let's get right back to the video. Where you at, family?
Let me take a look and see what's so special about this asshole. And I found a lot of shit. So when I first saw this kid, I was surprised to find out he was only 19 years old.
Wow.
Because he looks older, good looking kid, but doesn't look 19. And then he spits out of his mouth that he's been taking steroids since 14 years old. And we know how much that shit can age you.
And I came to a logical decision that there's a cheat code.
Logical. This is what I'm trying to say. There's nothing logical about a 14-year-old, bro. His parents need to go to jail, bro. Like, that's dead ass. Like, I'm just, no exaggeration. No exaggeration. Parents need to be investigated. FBI, hey, I'm snitching. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pointing the finger. Somebody go get these people, because what in the hell?
And then I come across on forums and Reddit, here's a drug that you can take to enhance your progress by such an incredible margin. Of course I'm gonna fucking do that.
But the best part of that, he doesn't even like working out. He thinks you can just take that shit and it's gonna do something.
You think the journey is being in a sweaty ass gym, okay, full of a bunch of fucking gym cells and disgusting sweaty beasts. Okay, that's the journey, okay? So if that's what you want, you know, have the fuck at it.
What is wrong with this guy? See, I can't respect this, man. Again, he's a child. He's a grown man now. He's 19, but, well, I would say grown, but he's an adult now. But it's like, bro, people like this, they take shortcuts in life, and then they want the respect. It's like, bro, you didn't work for anything.
You know, go do your fucking journey, my G. But goddamn, I'm trying to spend as little time in that fucking shithole as possible. I hate the gym, okay, quite frankly. Or wait, no, do you like the gym, sir?
No. Dude, if you just like it after like the first year and a half, like, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, it's fun at first, like, just getting the pump, but then it gets, like, Okay, that's like going on a fucking roller coaster 100 times in a row. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Of course it's gonna get boring. So I like to just get in and out of there. The journey, shut the fuck up, man. Don't even try me with that
This guy's lame.
bullshit, please.
It's crazy that people like this, they portray themselves as the most confident, the most secure, but it's like all of this is rooted out of insecurity. And honestly, you have no backbone to the point where you're not even willing to work for it. The beauty, like, he's literally shutting down the journey, but that is the best part. That is the part where you can say, yo, I overcame this. If your kids would ask you, yo, how did you achieve this? All you're going to say is I took a bunch of shortcuts. But apparently he doesn't care about that. I could never align myself with individuals like this. And, these are the worst type of friends to have. I don't know if they're super close or not, but it's just like, yeah, just be a yes man and, co-sign this activity. It's like, bro, if I was this guy's friend, which we would never be friends because there's no way I could align myself with someone like this. But let's just say hypothetically we were, and I saw him leaning in this direction. I'd be like, yo, what the hell is wrong with you? You know what I mean? Like, I would be on his ass like, bro, you're out of your top. Don't do this. And if you do this, we can't be homies because this weirdo activity.
And the same thing goes getting lean. He wants to lose weight because he wants people to see his cheekbones, right? So you know what he does? He doesn't do normal things like go on a diet. No. He's on fucking Chris. I ain't kidding you. What is
Oh wow, he censored that. So hopefully I don't get in trouble for saying that. I'll probably have to censor it in mine as well.
he think he is? Walter White from Breaking Bad? That shit's not good for you.
I use crystal amphetamine as a stimulant and to lean max, right? It's very suppressant of your appetite. It's a very long-acting stimulant. So this is something that I've started using in place of Adderall, right? Because Adderall is 75% dextroamphetamine and 25% levoamphetamine. So the levoamphetamine...
It's just so sad how intelligent he is, bro. But his intelligence is being pushed all into the wrong places. This is crazy, bro. Where are the parents? How is this happening? How?
I really didn't like it. It's too much of a physical CNS stimulant. So if you're trying to work, it just can be too much, too jittery. Whereas, the is a little bit better in terms of its dopamine release, just being targeted for the brain. It's much more mild than Adderall, actually. And, it works a little better for me. And I use it to lean max, right? So I'm pretty much using for hollow cheeks. Yeah. So that's kind of where we're at in terms of Looksmaxing.
And let me tell you what's going to happen. I hope you listen to what I'm saying. You keep on doing that Chris shit, right? When I was in Arizona, there was a town called Apache Junction, right? And everybody there who lived there, they knew. You go to Apache Junction, you're going to see all these tweakers running around with no teeth, cuts all over them. They're all fucked up walking around like the hills have eyes. You guys remember that movie? Well, you keep this shit.
Oh my God.
Up. That's gonna be you next in the part 2 of The Hills Have Eyes.
I haven't seen you for a little bit. What do you have for pre-workout?
Just a little bit of, Kickstarter, if you know what I mean,
No, bro, you're not serious.
Yeah.
You use that for pre-workout?
Yeah.
And how does that feel?
Dude, honestly, it feels amazing. It's a little bit vasoconstrictive, but if I really want to fucking dial in and work out, it's an absolute go-to.
I will tell you guys the real truth. I don't know if I'm being a fucking snitch. I've never seen someone ever in real life. I literally witnessed Clav, literally witnessed it. And I didn't know how to feel.
Where is he?
Clav, who's ruining America?
Mostly Mexicans. Mexicans, black people, Muslims.
What the hell you said? You said it wrong, bro.
It is like a lot of black people are running.
But that's not all this asshole's doing. He's taking all kinds of things. Peptides, one of them, melanotannin. He posts this picture up, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, why does this asshole want...
Where is his parents? Where?
Look like one of those annoying.
It's too late now. He's 19. He's hanging around with Aiden Ross and stuff. So I'm sure he's making more than enough money to live on his own and whatnot. But this is sad, man. I'm almost lost for words.
Pieces of shit from the call centers that annoys the hell out of us. That shit don't look good. But then he takes it to another level. You guys know, when you do movies or you do shows or you're on TV, they put sometimes makeup on you so the bright lights, doesn't make your skin look so bad. But this kid ain't doing that. He's putting on women's makeup. I'm talking eyeliner, contouring the face, right?
Yeah, holy striking, bro.
Plus 0.5 PSL from the eyelash curling on this, bro. Holy shit. Mogs.
Holy fuck. That's actually fucking mog. Wait, maybe even a little more.
Looking at himself in the mirror and he's saying, Mog, I don't know what kind of fucking word is that. And then he takes this curling thing. I didn't even knew this thing existed, where they take a piece of metal, they put it on your eyelashes to curl them. What is this asshole doing? He even gets his poor friends involved and gets them to do this shit with him. You know what that reminds me of? When you're going out with some sharmutas to a bar or to a restaurant and they gotta go with their sharmuta friend into the bathroom together to look at themselves in the mirror, paint themselves up with new makeup and fix themselves. That's what these kids look like they're doing. What's wrong with this generation? He even takes that little bitch Neon, right? He takes him to the woman's store where they sell all the makeups, and they go looking around, they collect some shit, they go in the street. He starts putting it on him, and I'm thinking in my head, Neon, why do you want to make this kid look...
Neon, you allowed this guy to put makeup on you?
Look like even a bigger bitch than he does. That kid's already a woman.
I need to find a worker to help us find it.
They don't want to help us, bro.
Yeah, bro. What the? I'm sure.
Is it because I'm Indian?
Yeah, I think so. Could be. What we're gonna do?
Yeah.
Is we're gonna lighten the skin tone
Neon needs to get in the gym, bro.
a little bit.
Okay.
Even everything out.
Okay.
And you're gonna look a lot better. Okay. That's enough.
How much would I do?
All right, just rub it all over your face, and then blend it into the side of your jaw, your neck, everywhere.
You see a difference?
Just keep blending it in. Everything. Yeah, you really gotta rub that in.
Good?
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, how do I look, chat?
And look what he's doing to this poor kid. Painting his face like a sharmuta. Leave this asshole alone.
Thanks. No worries. All right, wait, let me see. Yo, that's fire.
Now this is the most...
What?
fucked up part. See this picture and you see that lump on his face, on his cheekbone? He's sitting there punching his face like an asshole to bruise it because he thinks it's gonna give him higher cheekbones, this idiot. But all this shit he's doing, right? Well, I guess it didn't make him good looking enough. So now he...
Bone smashing. Hold on, y'all. I need to just be sure. I can't show certain stuff on my channel, bruh. I'm gonna get cooked. I'm already in the jailhouse. Think we're all right.
He wants to turn to dangerous surgeries. He's talking about going to Turkey to get double jaw surgery and implants in his face because he thinks it's gonna make him even better looking. And he doesn't realize the fucking risk of what surgeries can actually do to you.
Yeah, so I'm actually getting surgery myself quite soon, within the next few weeks.
On what?
On my jaw.
No.
Why? Bro, your jaw's already fucking crimson chin, gang.
On what?
On my jaw.
What?
No.
What? Yeah.
It's a great jaw.
Yeah, wait, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? You have a nice face.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, it's about to get even better.
No. You're getting surgery, dude?
You guys sound like my mom right now with this.
Where is it going to be in your face?
Oh my God.
Everywhere. So I'm getting titanium implants done essentially everywhere on my face.
What?
Wow.
And there's going to be an osteotomy in my mid-mandible. called a BSSO. It's going to be advanced forward.
This is
along with my upper jaw. They're going to do a incision right here and then advance the upper jaw.
What's it going to run you?
35.
You sure you want to do this? You're a good-looking kid.
Finally, somebody around him like saying something. Don't do this, bro. Don't do this.
35 grand?
Yeah.
Dude, you're handsome as fuck.
Isn't that
dude.
pretty baller though that you have like 35K in your face?
No, you should
Pretty baller.
you should save it all, dude. You're
Put
handsome.
35K around your neck, son.
Nah,
Get a
dude.
necklace.
Dude, you're only 19?
Yeah.
Dude, stop.
Please stop.
And that's not the only surgery he wants to do. This asshole, right? He's 6'2". We all would love to be 6'2", right? But that's not good enough for him. He talks about going now and getting that stupid limb lengthening.
All right, bro. You did the Walter White. You did the face implants. You know, you hit your face in with the hammer a couple of times. Now you're gonna chop your legs off.
Surgery because he wants to be 6'6". I'm thinking, you know how silly that shit's gonna look? He's gonna end up looking, remember when we saw Vincent Fisher walking around like a fucking giraffe? That's what this asshole's gonna end up looking like if he does this stupid shit.
Why are you spending $100,000 on surgery to go from 6'2" to 6'6"?
That is more about just presence, right? I've always valued presence.
You're not even be able to walk properly. You're literally gonna look like an idiot. Him out of all people, this one's probably gonna mess him up in the head the most because he's gonna get that shit surgery done and he's gonna be walking like a goddamn penguin. And it's gonna take away all of his aura. It's gonna drive him insane. Wow. This is crazy.
Super, super highly, right? You walk into a room, people notice, right? You're standing in the middle of a club, you're an outlier, right? That to me,
They're gonna notice that you can't fucking walk. Matter of fact, if you're not lucky, you're gonna be entering the room with a wheelchair.
just because people will come up to me, they'll say, "Oh, well, 6'2", you know, that's already very tall." But in terms of percentiles, it's only 91st percentile, right? 6'6", we get to 99th. I'm someone who wants to be the best, right? And I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get there. So that's why, you know, I'm seriously considering that limb lengthening surgery.
Now, seeing this is actually really sad to me.
Yeah.
Because you see here a good-looking kid, right? How could he be so insecure that he wants to do all?
It's the internet, bro. This is actually one of the most. It's an extreme case, yes. I'm not gonna, you know, put this on everybody that grew up with a goddamn iPad because this is an extreme case. But I think we're starting to see the side effects of kids not going outside and literally just living through the internet and just seeing all the worst influences and all the, you know, negative misinformation being spread, and they're being influenced to the point where by the time they're able to make their own decisions as an adult, they're cooked in the brain. This guy really believes this, thick through thin, an intelligent motherfucker. You could tell that he's able to do research and figure things out and then retain that information. It's like that same skill could have been applied to anything, but he's applying it to Looksmaxing, you know? And I'll be the first one to tell you, I get on here and tell you guys all the time, your looks are important. You should be Looksmaxing to a degree, but in a healthy way, bro. You know, get in the gym, eat healthily, get some good sleep, you know, find a good sense of style that works for you. Never would I ever, you know, say get under the needle, limb lengthening surgery, take Walter White. What? No. This is crazy, bro. This is different. This is different.
These crazy things. But the worst part about it all is he has such a big following now, right? Such a big reach. Think about all the other kids that are watching him, that he's making them feel insecure about themselves.
Facts.
He's selling them programs.
Join like 1,000 like-minded students, bro. He already has over 1,000 people that are, you know, following along in his footsteps. This is bad, man. You know, this is the good side of, you know, when we do these commentary videos to spread awareness. It's like, yeah, we're talking about it, but we're also spreading that awareness. It's like, yo, stay away, bro. Stay away. Keep your eyes open. For my adults watching with kids, pay attention. Why this shouldn't even have been able to happen. If this was my child, there is no way this would have happened. The only way this happened, he would have had to have been 18. And, you know, at that point, as a grown-ass adult, I guess if you do want to run away from home and do whatever the fuck you want, I mean, there's only so much I could do to stop. But I would like to believe that I would have instilled so much, you know, positive core values into you and, you know, made you feel confident and make sure that you love yourself, that you wouldn't even be thinking like this. Man.
So they can do these same dangerous things on themselves.
Right. So I was noticing who was going home with the pretty girls every night. And I noticed it was really about 1 to 2% of men. Right. So it was people who were very tall, people who were very good looking. This is something I was noticing over my formative years when I was a teenager growing up. Right. So making these observations, kind of seeing that sometimes good looking people would be able to.
No, bro, you started taking fucking steroids at 14, bro. You didn't even wait till you were an adult to make these changes.
Go up to women and start making out with them without saying anything. I kind of started to shift my worldview a little bit and realize, hey, okay, so this is like the most important metric and I have to go all in.
But when I look at this whole movement, Looksmaxing, and the reasons as to why kids are doing this stupid shit, right? And the whole point is to get hotter women, better women, and that's the reason why they want to improve themselves. That reminds me of when I was younger. When I was in college, all right? I was nerdy. I wasn't the same guy as I am now when I look at myself, right? But during that time, I had not only the best looking girls in my life that I had, but the best girls in the inside as well. Then as I got older, right, I improved, I started working out, my appearance improved. I got the worst girls in my life and the girls that wanted me for the wrong reason.
Facts. That's a whole different conversation. You know what I'm saying? You start looking a certain way, you start carrying yourself a certain way. Now, again, I'm not necessarily saying that you shouldn't, you know, get right. But, you know, you can start attracting the wrong attention, you know, the type of women that only want to take and aren't genuine loving women. You know what I'm saying?
So when I look back at myself in college and ask myself, when I was nerdy, why did I find all those great women, right? The best women in my life. It was because
they weren't just looking at you for your looks. It was a lot more deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, they might have thought you were cute or whatever, but they also thought, like, this is a genuine person. I like this person for who they are.
I was still the same me. Yeah. I still had the same personality. I was still the same John, right? And I knew how to take care of girls how a man should. I never changed the person inside. So even though over the years my appearance changed, I was the same guy back then, and that's all I needed to get the best woman in my life. So saying that, when I take a look around and I see, you know, some of the guys that have the best girls, not only the hottest, but the best ones, they're not these fucking Looksmaxing guys or these 10 out of 10 men. No, they're just regular guys that know how to be a man, know how to treat
handle business, man,
a woman, and have a great personality. So all this shit that you guys are doing, because we don't even know the long-lasting effects of all this shit you're doing, right? It's all a fucking waste if all it is that you want to get better woman, because that shit isn't needed in the end.
Word, man. Another heavy video. We've been directing some heavy ones today, bro, but y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I've been giving y'all my thoughts the entire video, but this is just sad to see. Clavicular, whatever the hell your name is, stop it, bro. Stop it. You know, get some help. You're still here. You're still breathing. You know what I'm saying? You're still seemingly high functioning. Get yourself some help. Stop. Don't know what you got going on, bro. You're too young to be making these stupid decisions, bro. This is crazy.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look sweet.